What is up, YouTube? It is Onion Bomb here, and welcome back to another Honkai Impact 3rd reaction video. Today, I'm gonna get started with something that's all in all is pretty long. It's one of the playlists that was sent a while ago, but I'm just now tackling it now because I wasn't sure how I wanted to go about doing it. Because it has some stuff that I've already seen on it, but it's in chronological order, and there's just some other like lore videos in it that that might explain some more stuff. Also, I don't entirely know if the creators of these videos care about their videos being reacted to or not. I know I had a question about one back in the day, and apparently they didn't really care. So I finally am just gonna go for it. This video is all animation and lore stuff. There was a playlist that had like the animation in chronological order, but I already got a lot of those when I did a different playlist on it. There's just some I missed, and there's also a playlist of lyrical videos for the songs. But this one puts those together and then some with some lore and stuff for Honkai as well. As you can see, the red line under some of those. I watched a decent amount of those, and that was kind of what I was thinking. Like, do I rewatch stuff? Do I not? Do I edit around it? I think what I'm gonna do, as you can see, and there's some very long videos we get to it. Like, I think I just saw one. Boom, that one's 27 minutes. So yeah, this one is probably gonna be a while. This is 179 video. It's 179 video playlist. Slime Tensei put together. Shout out to them. They've been in the comments before as well, so thank you for that, and all the other playlists as well. So how I'm going to do this is I'm going to go in order, and I am going to rewatch some stuff because, for example, this Reburn one, that was one of the first animations I watched. Maybe not the first, but one of the first. It's been months, and now that I'm like really getting to know some more Honkai stuff and these characters, I thought maybe see react. I don't know. It may be a little redundant, but we're gonna go for it. There are some stuff that is gonna be my first time. Maybe not in general, but like some of the songs like I've heard, but maybe not like seen the lyrical video for the first time. So yeah, this is going to be my Honkai videos for the next however long. Honestly, this is as far as stuff sent to me, this is the only thing I haven't tackled yet, and I think this is everything I can react to. I think I may have hit everything. Of course, Honkai will still upload stuff, and I'll get to it. And maybe when it updates the game or whatnot, I'll react to some more boss fights. Or maybe I'll finally get videos out about me actually playing it. But we'll see if I do any of that while doing this or whatever. So yeah, for the now. In this foreseeable future, let's start this this journey of Honkai animations and lore in a chronological order. So the full name of this place is All the Animation and Lore with the Lyrics of and Explanation of Other CC Chronologically Honkaiimpact 3rd. So definitely a pretty big playlist, and I did check just for the sake of it. Like, if you'll let me scroll, this goes up until there's one hidden video. I'm not sure what that one is. I guess that just got deleted, but it goes up until the New Year's cutscene that I watched during my other video, my latest video as of right now. So this is up to date, and yeah, let's just go for it. So Honkaiimpact 3rd opening trailer. This is one have seen before. So the trailer that started it all, opening. Where are we dropping, boys? Impact 3rd. Very nice, very cool trailer. Yeah, this was leaked version. Oh. There's the cat thing. The thing, oh, this reburn. The cat. I meant like Kiana's like move, like in the for the original like Kiana version thing. I don't know if I've ever seen that like an animation thing, only the gameplay. So she's texting me. Do I need... No, there's no captions. Is that... Still not sure what the mech is. It's like a Honkai beast. Dang. No idea what that said. So pretty sick, pretty cool. This is just a lyrical video for the song. Sometimes I have to turn on the captions. No, those are Thai captions. They have their own caps. I just need to be patient. Pretty sure I remember hearing this in a concert. This is a banger. Very nice. Alright, was Teresa's theme song "The Day You and the Stars Disappeared"? Ooh. And yeah, that last the Reburn song, that was good. Definitely remember that in some of the concerts. And one of the reasons, like, there were one of the thought processes I believe that I was recommended watching it like this was to see like the lyric video that of like a song that played either during the animation or about the animation, whatever, to see like the lyrics and like how they match or whatnot. That like see how like the lore kind of goes with it. I feel like I'm explaining that badly, but hopefully you got something out of what I just said. Sometimes it just be like that. Oathkeeper of the Kasana family. Commander of Sixum. Teresa. It's apocalypse. Today, let's get everything. Dang, I don't know if I've heard that before. Maybe at some point of that along watching all these Honkai videos, I have, but it wasn't marked. Honestly, it's a while till we get something that's even like marked again. This next stuff is gonna be. I think it may just be Reburn for this time. We'll see how we're looking time wise. I'm not exactly sure how long these videos are gonna be. Probably the typical like 30 to 50-minute kind of range. I've been kind of going for whatever seems like a good stopping point. I don't know how many videos I'm gonna get out of this, but I think it's gonna be quite a few. But that Teresa's theme song was very nice. Definitely different, like a mellow vibe to it. But it was good. It's a very nice song. Okay. Oh, is this again? Was this in a concert? I don't know. Blue eyes, blue eyes. Yeah, but that was a really nice song. Very nice, emotional too. It was like about like Teresa, a very good theme song. Where's this one? I like the manga style for this video. This is really cool. Oh dang. Very nice. This is Sakura's theme. So we got the lyrics. This is another very vibey song. I'm assuming some of these were in the concerts too, maybe, but again, I'm not sure. These last two didn't really seem too familiar, but I may have just like be mistaken. They definitely have really nice mellow vibes to them. Teresa and Sakura's theme songs. Very nice. I'm getting like
Welcome to Honkai Impact 3rd.
Oh, okay. Okay, so we got the first lore video here. But I was gonna say, this gives me the vibes of the concerts. Look at watching the concerts again. But yeah, so yeah, just nice to like kind of chill and listen to the music. Sorry if I don't give like crazy reactions to these musics, but I just kind of just vibe out to them, that's kind of how I do when I listen to music. But all right, so the dawn of Honkaiimpact 3rd, Honkaiimpact 3rd recap chapter 1. This and the next few videos is going to be by a YouTuber by the name of Island XD. So
Welcome to Honkai Impact 3rd Rewind, where we will attempt to recap the story of
rewind
individual
time.
chapters within the story of Honkai Impact 3rd. Now, obviously, the story of Honkai Impact 3rd is massive, and that's to be expected because it's been out since 2016.
Yeah.
So how long is this gonna take if I tackle one chapter per video? Well, I guess we gotta start somewhere. So in this video, we will focus on chapter 1. Now, while the early chapters of the game are relatively short, there are still several things that are introduced to set the foundation for the entire story going forward. So first, I will recap what happened in chapter 1 without any spoilers, and then after, I will give you some things that you should keep in mind for the future part of the story within this Rewind series. Now, although I will try to keep everything spoiler free, we first need to address something that I believe can be very important and helpful. The story of this game takes place in 2016, roughly 2.5 years since the third Honkai eruption that took place in 2014 in Nagazora. For now, just consider the Honkai eruption as a cataclysmic event that wants to destroy and reset civilization. And as the title of the game suggests, before the third Honkai eruption or the third Honkaiimpact, there was a first eruption in Berlin that took place in 1952 and the second eruption of Siberia in the year 2000.
Okay, I remember hearing about those before.
Begins with
I know the 2000 one because I remember saying, my bad, because that's the year of my birth. But 1950, so dang, so that was... Hold on.
Eruption in Berlin that took place in
1952, so it took 48 years for another eruption and then only 14 for this third.
In the year 2000.
And is that why it's called? Wait a minute. Pooh! I just had like the I just had like the computer pointing at Drake meme. They're like, oh, that's me right now. Cause is that why it's called Honkaiimpact 3rd? The impact of the third Honkai eruption. It's just put together like that. Oh, that is crazy. You learn something new every day.
Kiana, our protagonist of the story, a Valkyrie of the Shikso organization, or basically a warrior or soldier who can resist Honkai radiation. She's sent on a mission to Sapphire City to uncover the truth behind the mysterious appearance of an unidentified battleship, which happened to coincide with the spawning of thousands of Honkai beasts, wreaking havoc across the city.
So that was what happened at
Kiana is a
first.
Valkyrie in training, so Major Himeko directs her to meet up with her other members of the party to infiltrate the battleship. And to help Kiana, Major Himeko sends her a transport drone. Now, being rather reckless, Kiana stops the drone with her bare feet, I guess using her ultimate powers, which I thought was pretty hilarious if you think about it. It actually defies all physics, but regardless, she gets on the drone, fights off the horde of Honkai beasts to reach the battleship. Well, at least that was the plan, because she ends up crashing the drone into the side of a skyscraper, and to Major Himeko's frustration, sends in another drone to help her get to the unidentified battleship. Now, while on the second drone, Kiana encounters an Emperor-class Honkai beast, which are essentially very powerful, which Kiana, of course, has no way of defeating with her current capabilities, but perhaps due to her luck or overconfident nature, she successfully chases it all for the time being. Now, upon arriving to the battleship, Kiana is again directed by Major Himeko to meet with Mei, a fellow member of the operation. And obviously, Kiana cannot contain her happiness to meet up with Mei, who obviously has nothing but respect, or we'll call it respect for now. So after completely annihilating Honkai beasts in her way, Kiana swiftly reunites with Mei so they can make their way to the aft of the battleship to secure a breach. But then the Emperor-class Honkai beast from earlier returns and makes quick work of both Kiana and Mei. Out of desperation, Mei unlocks her restriction protocol within her body that seems to have been restraining a certain mysterious power, and by using this power, proceeds to completely destroy the Emperor-class Honkai beast. After saving herself and Kiana from the Honkai beast, Mei is visibly exhausted. Thankfully, Bronya, the third member of this operation, arrives in the nick of time, and in hopes to having Mei rest, Bronya takes charge of the operation and helps the party continue with the mission of breaching the battleship. And with the help of Bronya's impressive hacking skills, the three Valkyries in training eventually make their way into the battleship. But upon arriving inside the battleship, Bronya and the party begins to notice some very strange things. The battleship seems to be completely empty, with no one really operating it, almost as if everything is running autonomously. Bronya also realizes that a lot of designs, features, and machines that are in the battleship closely resembles anti-entropy technology, which is an organization that is in direct conflict with the Shikso that the Valkyries are part of. Regardless of these strange observations, thankfully due to Bronya's prior experience with anti-entropy technology, she hacks into the robots that are stationed within the ship to help them make their way to the bridge easier. But as she was hacking into the robots, she notices yet another strange occurrence within the system, which Bronya brushes off as a minor issue relating to the Honkai energy leakage, and so utilizing the robots, the party eventually make their way to the bridge. But once they arrive at the bridge, the story ends up taking another weird turn when Bronya learns that this battleship named Selene doesn't have any encryption to access the files. Then she finds a strange message left behind towards Kiana that reads, "Dear Kiana, greetings. We hereby return you the battleship Selene. You shall ascend the throne and rule this world. But before that, you'll need to find 4 keys: Lightning of Conquest, Fire of Affliction, Storm of Desire, and Death of Tranquility." And the message finally ends with a hint to the password that is required to control the ship, which is basically Kiana's birthday. Now at this point, obviously everybody's confused. They don't know who or what sent this battleship to Kiana. But regardless, Bronya inputs the password to redirect its course of the battleship Selene to St. Freya High School, where the Valkyries are based from. But as Bronya was inputting the commands, her biochip begins to malfunction, caused by a Trojan that Bronya initially brushed off as a minor Honkai energy leak from earlier. She then transforms and ends up freaking out, only to turn on Kiana and Mei. But thankfully, with the combined efforts of Kiana and Mei, they eventually confront Bronya to bring her back to her senses. Not really knowing exactly why all this was happening, the 3 Valkyries finally take the battleship to St. Freya High School for further investigation. Now that's the basic recap of chapter 1, and even though they're pretty short, there are a few important things that you should keep in mind for the future of the story. Consider these points not really an explanation for now, but food for thought for the future, since a lot of things do get explained the further we go into the story. First, the name of the battleship is Moonlight Throne, which later has been localized to the name Selene. This name is actually very important for the future. Second, it's important to realize that rather than the battleship Selene being directly affiliated with the Honkai beasts, there's a possibility that these monsters were flocking around the battleship for a certain reason. Next, the third thing to keep in mind is that the restriction protocol that was inside Mei's body is related to what happened during the 3rd Honkai eruption. The fourth thing is that Bronya losing control of her body due to a Trojan is obviously a plot device that will further complicate things in the future. And finally, the name of the 4 keys, as the game puts it: Lightning of Conquest, Fire of Affliction, Storm of Desire, and Death of Tranquility are probably the most important things to keep in mind throughout a lot of Honkaiimpact's main story. So with all that said, there's a good reason why I'm asking you to remember these main points, because in this rewind series, I'm not only going to recap individual chapters, but I'm going to bring out these points as they unfold through the future of the story, so that hopefully we get a better understanding of the whole story and also find it entertaining while keeping up with all the complicated things that might pop up in the future. So for now, that is all the things that you need to know for chapter 1 of Honkai Impact 3rd. And if you like this video, make sure to hit the like, subscribe for the future chapters that I'll be doing for this series. And I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye bye. Have a good day. Peace.
Interesting. So that chapter 1 of the game, more of a recap. Okay, so now we're gonna get chapter 2. So definitely learning even more of the story of, you know, the actual game itself. Oh, right, chapter 2.
From their last mission in Sapphire City, their lives as Valkyries, it should have been back to normal in St. Freya High School. Well, that was what was supposed to happen, except the story takes an unexpected turn. Crazy nightmares, suspicious maid, truth behind Kiana's parents, and for some reason, Mei seems to be turning against Kiana. But before we unravel everything that occurs, Kiana is now faced with the bigger problem: passing the annual Valkyrie exam. So right from the start, it's made very clear that Kiana finds training and studying extremely boring because she'd rather face off against hordes of Emperor-class Honkai beasts. But despite her annoyance, she has no choice but to score high and pass the exam, because we eventually learn that Teresa promised to reveal the strange disappearance of Kiana's dad if Kiana becomes an A-rank Valkyrie. But even with something so crucial on the line, Kiana is constantly found sleeping through Himeko's lectures, leading asking Fuhua, the class monitor, to step in to help Kiana with her remedial studies. So far, everything feels pretty straightforward, but that's only up until end of the first day. Night falls on the first day of training and Kiana returns to her dorm, and perhaps due to stress or exhaustion, she begins to experience some kind of nightmares. And within her dream, this mysterious figure starts to reveal some details about Kiana's life, claiming that everything Kiana was told throughout her entire life was basically a mountain of lies, and that she was orphaned by her dad, and even gaslighting her to knowing absolutely nothing about her mother. Obviously, Kiana's frustrated, but out of curiosity, she decides to chase down this mysterious figure inside her dream to learn maybe some information about her parents and the entire world around her. We eventually learned that Kiana's mother was an S-rank Valkyrie named Cecilia Shariak, and alongside Cecilia, Siegfried Kaslana, Kiana's dad, fought against the second Herrscher during the second Honkai eruption in Siberia back in the year 2000. The mysterious figure also claims that Mei was chosen by the Honkai to become the third Herrscher during the Honkai eruption in Nagasawa in 2014. And these entities known as Herrschers have the power to cause complete planetary annihilation. But as Kiana keeps pushing for more information, she eventually wakes up from her nightmares. The next morning, Kiana meets with Bronya, who's literally hacked her way out of the hospital, basically checking herself out, and the two engage in an epic battle against one another inside a video game, instead of studying for the annual Valkyrie examination. And so Kiana forgets about her nightmare the night prior. Later, Mei finds Kiana slacking off and reminds her of her goal in becoming an A-rank Valkyrie. So reluctantly, Kiana heads to the training grounds. At the training grounds, Himeko is shocked to see Kiana and proceeds to praise her sarcastically. But interestingly, Himeko notices something quite different about Kiana, commenting that maybe Kiana has become a bit faster, but Kiana takes it as a sarcasm, brushes off her remarks, and calls her basically drunk. Annoyed but changing the subject, Himeko asks about the recent mission in Sapphire City from Chapter 1, and if she noticed anything unusual about Bronya, which ultimately led to her hospitalization. Kiana suggests that maybe like Homu inside the games, Bronya might have been under some kind of control. And without batting an eye, Himeko dismisses it as too absurd and chooses to ignore it. Kiana obviously at this point feels pretty frustrated because nobody seems to trust her. So out of frustration, she leaves, leading into another night of nightmares.
Oof.
In her dream, for some reason, Kiana is confronted by Mei. But strangely, the Mei within Kiana's dream starts to behave very differently from the Mei that she was used to in real life, criticizing Kiana and blaming her for all the troubles that she has caused. Then eventually, Kiana crosses paths with Teresa and Himeko, and they all seem to be putting down Kiana into an emotional spiral. But then Kiana begins to realize that this mysterious figure was the one orchestrating this nightmare, and this figure basically had a goal: to have Kiana join her side. But there was something strange about this mysterious figure inside Kiana's nightmares. How is it that she's able to know so much about her life? But before Kiana can find out the truth, the dream dissipates and she wakes up from her nightmares again,
looks like her Herrscher
forgetting about the
form.
interaction. So with another night passed, finally the day of the annual Valkyrie exam arrives. In the distance, Kiana sees Teresa, Himeko, and other strange person dressed in a maid's outfit. And under their supervision, the examination starts. During the first round of the examination, Kiana faces off against Mei in a co-op mission. Kiana then tells Mei that she doesn't feel too good because of maybe strange dreams that she's had. But unlike the Mei within her nightmares, the real-life Mei comforts Kiana in a kind and worried fashion. Then after facing off against Mei and then Bronya, Kiana is now into the third round of the examination, where she faces off against Fuhua. But weirdly, Fuhua starts to say something very interesting. True intents are hidden behind the skin. Confused by this, Kiana mentions to Fuhua why she always talks like a full-grown adult, which Fuhua doesn't give an answer to. The fight begins and Fuhua expresses both joy and astonishment at Kiana's significant improvements, and at this point, the exam takes a brief pause. Teresa introduces the mysterious person in the maid outfit. She turns out to be an S-rank Valkyrie named Rita that has come to oversee the examination under the direction of the Shikso headquarters. Rita was pleased to learn that everyone was performing pretty well and proposes a duel with one of the students. Rita decides to choose Kiana due to her interest in the name Kaslana. Unfortunately, Rita was too much for her to handle. After confirming Kiana's skills and being satisfied with the results, Rita chooses to end the battle, and as the battle comes to a close, the final round of the annual Valkyrie exam begins. Each Valkyries are tasked to link with the synchronization module to customize their tests according to their abilities. But as Kiana attempts to synchronize, something strange begins to occur. Her synchronization module starts to malfunction, being overloaded and reaching up to 120%, which was clearly abnormal, and it ends up spawning Ganesha, the Emperor-class Honkai beast. Now, during this chaos, Mei and Bronya rushes in to assist Kiana in handling Ganesha, and after the exhausting battle, Kiana begins to leave the examination area. But out of nowhere, Mei and Bronya mysteriously disappears, leaving Kiana alone in an unfamiliar location. And just like before, the mysterious figure appears once again and begins to talk with Kiana, delivering a multitude of cryptic messages, and Kiana finally realizes the gravity of the situation. The mysterious figure has been the second Hersher this entire time. And after failing to pursue the second Hersher within her nightmares, Kiana finally wakes up in the arms of Mei. With everyone looking to Kiana expressing their concerns and witnessing this situation, Rita declares that her mission at St. Freya High School has officially ended and informs everyone that she will now depart.
Sus. Is she looking at bro? What is Rita doing? Always under his. She mentioned the overseer, I remember that.
So like chapter 1, chapter 2 is relatively short and pretty simple, but they did leave a lot of foundational pieces for the lore going forward in the story. In chapter 1, we learned that Mei has something inside her body, a restriction protocol that is stabilizing her power to a certain degree. It becomes very clear at this point that the protocol has something to do with Mei being chosen by the Honkai to become the third Hersher. And as for Bronya, it appears that many people, including Himeko and Teresa, are still unaware of what exactly happened during the previous mission, which is pretty interesting because it means somebody is keeping a secret. Also in chapter 2, Rita speculates that Kiana falling unconscious might be linked to her exposure to the Selene power drive, just like how Bronya's biochip was affected during the previous mission. Now, we of course don't know if this is true or not, but if it is linked, things get pretty interesting because this is my personal opinion, but it's possible that Kiana's nightmares has something to do with the increase of her power or strength during the actual annual Valkyrie exam. For example, Himeko briefly commenting that Kiana was faster than usual. Fast forward, even after being fatigued from the nightmares, Kiana performed exceptionally well against Mei, Bronya, and Fuhua during the examination. Not to mention the synchronization module reaching up to 120%, causing an error to generate Ganesha. And throughout this entire chapter, there were a few hints that kind of emphasizes the idea that Kiana was getting stronger. She even says it and she finds it very weird. Now, are they connected? It's kind of hard to tell because they don't really come out and explicitly state it. It's kind of like a roundabout, but who knows? This is my own speculation and just my opinion. On a different note, there are several other things that might make you raise an eyebrow or two. For example, Kiana and Himeko's interaction about Bronya possibly being controlled just like Homu inside the video game. Or how Kiana thinks Fuhua always acts much older when she's supposed to be a simple high schooler. And perhaps the biggest of all, Kiana realizes that the mysterious figure inside her nightmares is the second Hersher born inside.
I didn't realize they didn't know about Fuha. They thought she was just a high schooler. She's like... she's mad old.
Back in the year 2000. So what was the second Hersher doing?
She's been around for a bit, to say the least.
We'll find out in the future chapters of Honkaiimpact Rewind. So if you enjoyed this video and the chapter 2 recap, make sure to hit the like. I really appreciate it. And subscribe for more content in the future to catch up on all the chapters in Honkaiimpact 3rd. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you all, and I'll see you next time.
Thank you, Island XD. He seems pretty cool and definitely very informative when it comes to like the actual lore of the game and how things are going. So that was the first few chapters. And that is also where I'm gonna end this video. So yeah, we got it was only 10 videos of 179. So yeah, there may be a few different videos here about this, to say the least, which I'm excited for. I'm always excited to learn more about Honkai and experience more Honkai things. And maybe some rewatch stuff in this. So very cool. Maybe there'll be some like other longer videos went into this, and it may not be. I may go beyond the time. We'll see. We'll just see how it goes. For now though, thank you for watching this video. We will be back picking up where I left off in the playlist, and that's going to be the chapter 3 recap. And we'll go from there. Oh, real quickly, in case that ever gets, brought up or someone that thinks of it, I'm not really concerned about Honkaiimpact spoilers, as I haven't been. This is just how I choose to go about learning the game. I already know the majority of stuff, or at least the big stuff. I experienced through animations, reactions, whatnot, and that's not gonna stop me from playing the game and going back and even experience some of this for myself as well. So in just in case if anyone was gonna ask that or did ask that, I figured I'd say that. Like or dislike, subscribe or don't subscribe, it's always up to you, and I will see you guys in the next video you watch with me. Goodbye.